All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Yes, I can see your screen.
So let me run through what we are going to be talking about this night. This time we're going to be talking about, I'll briefly share, talk about Canva term of use and some of the things people ignore when it comes to using Canva. Then I will talk about how to create clickable table of contents on Canva. Then I'll talk about combining Canva elements in your design. One of the reasons we are going to be talking about combining Canva elements is to make sure
One question.
we are following these Canva terms of use and licensing. Then maybe after that, you can also take your time to read about this term of use and Canva licensing. Then after that, I'm going to talk about how to properly add quotes to avoid using Canva to avoid copyright issues. How to quote, if you're adding quotes in your book, how to write down your quotes properly. Then proper book formatting, we'll talk about page numbering. Then at the end of this class, I'm going to be giving a discount offer for my hybrid publishing. For people who are yet to join and wants to join, you'll be lucky to, at least 10 persons will be lucky to get access to my hybrid publishing training for just 10,000 naira. That's more than 50% of and that's if you stay to the end of this training. So for people who are part of the community, they already know what they are gaining and how much they paid for it. So that aside, my name is Chisom Okoye, and I'm a publisher, just like anyone, just like all of you that are on this call. Even if you are not a publisher yet, I'm a publisher like you, and I believe that when you share your knowledge to a lot of persons and they become success, or they become they get results using it, it's also a success for you as a person. So that's one of my principles, and I always stick to it. That's what pushed me to creating this particular course. So I'm going to be walking you guys through, but before I do that, let me share some of my designs on, so that it doesn't look like okay, I'm saying something. Can you guys see my screen?
One question I have. Is it possible to ask?
Please, can we take the questions at the end of the class?
Okay, no problem, no problem. Thank you very much.
Okay. So these are some of my designs on Canva. You can see it's all on Canva. This for people who are part of my hybrid publishing. For people who are part of my hybrid publishing, we are still. This is very soon. I'm going to be making a very big announcement. I'll be partnering with one of my mentor and Uncle Fenga on this hybrid publishing, and we are going to be launching a lot of things. And this is a kind of hybrid book. As we all know, he was the one who coined that term hybrid book, and it's basically what hybrid books are. It's a combination of low, it's neither high contents nor low contents. It's just in between. You have will you call it a medium contents? So this is one of this is an interior of one of my hybrid book, but this is more like a guided journal. So you can see, can you guys see what I'm showing you? These things, I practically designed all these things here on Canva. Can you guys see what I'm showing you? Hello?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see it.
What's the issue behind it?
Okay, please, can I hear what you wanted to say? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, me?
You wanted to say something. Please go ahead.
Yeah, how can I get rich with copywriting?
What did you say?
How can I get rich with copywriting?
I didn't get that question. Please, can you come again? Or maybe you can drop it as a in a chat. Let me see if I can get clearly what you said.
Yeah, do you can hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
I can hear you now. What did you say, please?
My question is, how can I get rich with copywriting?
How can you get through with copywriting? When you mean
No,
copyright,
no,
okay.
no. How can I get rich with copywriting?
Oh.
This is not copyright now. This is Amazon KDP.
This class is not about copywriting. This is about designing your books for Amazon KDP using Canva. So this is not a class for copywriting. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I know. And how can I get rich with designing the books for Amazon?
So that's the class. That's what we're about to talk about. That's why we're here.
Okay, but okay, because I used to be in a class from Andrew Tate, you know, and he was I was learning it also, but I'm not became rich, you know.
Okay, maybe after now you can still talk further too, so that I can get exactly what your problem is and we'll know how to fix it. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's more okay, it's good. Good, thank you.
Okay, so guys, going further, as you can see, this is, I don't know who is using the white board. I can see some distance on my screen. So this is an example. All these things I designed it with Canva. All these things I designed it with Canva. You can see this is a kind of hybrid book, but it's more like a guided journal. You can see everything. You can see everything, just like it has activities. Okay. Please, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I'm coming. I thought I did that. I thought I muted everybody. So let me go back here. So as I was saying, these are examples of my interiors using Canva. Not just this one. I have another one. You can see all these things. I achieved them. I achieved all these designs. Are you guys following? I achieved all these designs using Canva. Even with my normal hybrid workbooks for people who are my hybrid students. This is like I said earlier, this is another type of hybrid book. And very soon I'll be also, I think after the partnership, we'll also dive deep into how to create this kind of books. So so this is the normal hybrid book like we know. You can see I used Canva to design all of this to structure my book how I want my book to look like. You can see these are examples of you can also use Canva to do your normal book aside the activity books. So these are some of the examples. These are some of the examples. So that's it, guys. So first thing we want to talk about is before you start using Canva, any platform I want to use, I always love to go through the terms of use and the content license agreements. And one thing when it comes to Canva, I don't know where to pick up that this thing when it comes to Canva has two types of this thing. I think they have two types of content license, the free content license, and then you have the pro content license. And sometimes if you are, unless you are using a unless you are subscribed to Canva Pro, you have to keep paying. If you are using a pro content, you have to keep paying for that particular design. If you want to use it, in another, you can only use it for one design. If you want to use it again, you have to keep using it. So that's but there are some images, there are some contents on Canva that are there. You can use it for free. There's some this thing on Canva that you can use it for free to make your designs. But Canva also said that you cannot use you can't just use standalone images. Let me look for that particular place where they talked about standalone image. I think I'm coming. So we get the proper idea of what I'm saying. I'm coming. Let me search for the. So I wanted to show an example what they mean by standalone image. In the sense that, wait, let me go to one of these designs and see what I'm looking for. Let me I'm coming. Let me go here. Okay, so let me use this. Let me use this particular page and show what we are talking about. Okay, using content in your designs. He said, by using content in a design, you are creating something unique. Once you do, there are a lot of things you can do with. However, standalone content, example, photos used on its own without any other design has restriction. For example, it can be printed on products or merchandise for sale. So when using pro content for certain online users, such as Canva designs for website and ebook, please be aware that there's a pixel limit for unedited. So what they are trying to say, you can see if, I don't know, this, you can see this is the same image, but this person did not just, like, if you use this image, if you get image like this on Canva and use it, it's a standalone image. So Canva says for you to use an image like this, you must have to create something unique with that particular image. Same thing with their logo and all this. You don't just pick image the same way it is on Canva. That's why I said I'm going to be talking about how to combine Canva elements in your design so that you can have your own unique design. Sometimes when you have an issue with maybe Amazon giving you a strike because of some copyright content and all those things, the thing is, you're not the only one who is using this platform. Definitely, you're not the only one using the platform. So when one or two persons use an image repeatedly, Amazon is going to start flagging books that has that kind of image. I don't know if you guys are following. Then in this, I don't know if it's this in this book. I have some paintings. This particular stuff. This particular mandala painting stuff. This is a combination of images. Like if I begin to, let me open this and let's see. If I begin to okay, I finished editing, downloaded, okay, I finished editing this, then downloaded it as image before I placed it here. But this is a combination of different shapes to give me this particular stuff. I didn't just pick it the same way it was and just placed it here. So when you are creating with Canva, you don't just pick if you are using images from Canva, you don't just pick images like that and start using it. So this is something I want to also point out. And you can start with Canva free. This is Canva Pro, but it doesn't matter. Most of the things you are going to start with as a beginner, you can find it in Canva, the free version of Canva before you can now upgrade. Are you guys following? Are you guys following? Please let it not be I'm just talking to myself. All right. So the next thing we want to talk about, I have this content. So I want to start with this. I want to use this content. I have this. This is a disclaimer. This is not my content. I pulled this off from the internet, not my content, but please, we are just using it for teaching purpose. So I want to say, let's just say I want to create this. This is a cookbook, and I'm going to use this content. I want to use it for an example. It's not my content, so I put it off the internet and I had to place it here, arrange it here. So let's just say I want to create it's a cookbook, because you can create anything. I want to create something different from what I know. I basically publish hybrid book, but I want to create something different from what I normally do. So let's say I want to create a let me put this down. So let's say I want to create this particular book. I go to home. Let me close some of these tabs. So I want to choose my custom size. Let's say I want to do 6x9. Let me use 6x9. So because I frequently use this, but if you are doing this for the first time, you change this to inches, then 6. If it's not 6x9, anything you want to do, you can put it here and then create new design. So I want us to create this particular book from the scratch. We are going to also create the table of contents and also do the other things we want to do. Then the first thing I ask myself is, this book I want to create, do I want it to be bleed or no bleed? So if I want this book to be bleeded, that means I will have to create my book as outside this margin. I already set this margin to be here. Yeah, you can see if I remove it will go. So I always create books with books that doesn't have bleed in the sense that when you say a book has the bleed, it extends to almost the end of the book. It extends to everything, like to the end of the book. But no bleed, there are some it's when it's no bleed, it's within the margin where it's not closer to the end of the book. I don't know if are you guys understanding what I mean by bleed and no bleed? Are you guys understanding? Are you guys understanding? Are you guys following? So basically, I want to create this book and I want it to be no bleed. So I have set up my templates. Then another thing, let me give this as an inside secret. When it comes to building up my content, one of the things I do, I use ChatGPT a lot. I use it to even get content idea. Let's say I'm creating a content for let me say I'm creating a cookbook. I'm creating a cookbook. Let's say I'm creating a cookbook. So I'm going to let me prompt ChatGPT or something. Hello. Okay. So I'm not really going into content creation here. I'm just showing you, because I believe by the time you get to designing with Canva, you must have you must have gotten your content already. So these are some of the ways that I get ideas for my books. Aside from looking through the internet, I get ideas for my book. So I asked ChatGPT, I'm writing a best-selling cancer diet cookbook. Please suggest ideas I can include in this cookbook to make it very interesting and solve problems for my readers. So ChatGPT responded to me, say, creating a best-selling cancer diet cookbook is a noble and valuable endeavor. To make your cookbook interesting and helpful for your readers, consider the following ideas. Are you guys following what I'm doing? So it's going to, these are some of the things. It's now creating my books becomes easy. I now know that my book should have a nutritional guidance. It said provide an in-depth, please, who is drawing on the Abubakar, please stop drawing on the screen. You now know that you have to include nutritional guidance. He said, provide an in-depth explanation of nutritional needs of cancer patients, discuss macronutrients, micronutrients, and their importance in cancer management, offer easy-to-follow guidelines and tips for meal planning. Then you have cancer-fighting food. He said, highlights. So by the time I finish going through all these stuff that he has for me here, by the times he said personal story. You see, storytelling is, if you want your book to sell, storytelling it should be an important part of whatever book you are creating on Amazon. Stories sell. No wonder ChatGPT have to even, he said, personal story, share inspiring stories of cancer survivors who have benefited from specific diets. This adds a personal touch and motivation for your readers. I believe, are you guys following? Are you guys following? If you are getting something from this class, let me hear you type in something. If you are really getting something from this class, are you guys following? So that's it for all the books. I don't write with ChatGPT, but I use ChatGPT to get content ideas. And you see how this particular this thing, from by the time I finish this with this whole content ideas, I must have had a very nice cancer diet cookbook. They also say beautiful photography, high quality food photography can make your cookbook visually appealing and encouraging to your readers. Do you understand? And at the end, so this is one way, this is one effective way to use your ChatGPT. Like I always say, your ChatGPT is as smart as you are. It's this thing is garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you feed it, it's what is going to give you back. So let's get back to our book design class. Let's get back to our book design class. Where did I get? I think I opened the page, right? Okay. So now I want to start designing this book. Please, I also want to say, if you are using your phone, if you are using your mobile phone, maybe along the line, I will see if I can switch this lesson to, my mobile phone and also show you some components I'll be explaining here. But you can achieve every of these things also using your mobile phone. You can achieve that using your mobile phone. So now we start with our title page. What should we name this book now, please? How to a title page. What's the okay? The name of the book is How to, let's see. rice salad recipe. Let me say rice. You know, we are not doing book research. We are not doing that. We are just trying to, we believe by now you must have done your research, gotten your content, and you want to design. So should I off this? It's going to, please. So I can duplicate this. Image. Use. So you see, I'm creating within the margin. I don't want my book to be bleed. So I'm creating within the margin, author's name. Let's say this, I want this to be. Ultimate. So that's a pen name. So if I want to add more color to this, I can decide to add image. Go here. Let's say rice salad. Simply type in. Let's see if we can get image of rice salad. So remember I told you I'm going to show you how to combine different elements. So let's see if we can see a photo. Okay, let's add this photo. So this photo is a standalone photo. So I want to, sorry, I'm using the pro version of this. I can edit photo from here and remove a background. I can remove the background from here. But if you are not using the pro version of this, you can download this. Okay. It seems there's no background. Let me choose another image. Let me choose another image and see. But while this is loading, you can also get images from places. Okay, this one has. So what should I do? Let me see. No, it's not making sense. Let me see. No. Okay, let me get another vegetables. But aside this, you can also download your images, I think, from Pizzos, these places, Pizzos.com or Pizzaby. Even in those, in these two platforms, they also have this standalone image rules. When you get an image like that, don't just use it that same way. You have to work on it. You have to edit it. You have to edit it. Let's see. Let me see photos. Let me see. So I can, okay. Let me see. Which one will make sense? No. Let's see. Let me see. Am I not seeing the image again? Are you guys following? Are you guys following? Well, just so this doesn't take our time, I don't know what happened to that image. Okay, it's back. But you understand what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to create something new with these two images. Is this better? It might not look so fine like when I'm working. It might not really have that time. Guys, what do you think? Is this better? Is this better? Well, let's continue. But I'm just trying to give you an idea. When you get all these images, you can still use images from Canva and make sure that you combine this to give you another image. I can also let me go back. I can add different let me see. I can add this here. Let me see, add it here. So you see, if I bring this here, I've created something unique, and to group all these things together, you just highlight, take your mouse, highlight. But if you're on your mobile, it's something different. Hopefully before this class ends, we can also switch to mobile a little bit. So this is me trying to add color to my my book. This is me trying to add. So this is the cover page. This is the cover page. Let me change this font. I want to use something okay. This is okay. So now after that, you have the copyright page, and you know, all the pages that comes with the book. You just simply duplicate this page, or you add. For this one, let me add another page because we want to. okay, this should be our copyright page. You add text. Just add text. I normally use normal text. Either I use the New Times Roman because I just want my this thing. I mostly use the Times New Roman. Where is it again? I mostly use Times New Roman for. Then you have your copyrights. I'm going to copy. Do I have a handy copyrights now? Something I can use quickly. Please, can someone share copyrights? I don't want to go to ChatGPT. Okay, don't worry. Let me get something. I'm coming. Let me get something. Please, I'm coming, guys. I'm trying to get something. So let's use this particular. Can you guys see my screen? There's a link I'm going to share. It's about crafting. I think it's by copyright example. So let me share this link. You can also read up more about crafting a very good copyright. I'm dropping the link on the chat. So you can just copy the link and keep it. I just dropped the link on the chat. Can you guys see my screen? Can you see my screen? So moving on. We can left align this, then put it at the center. You can see if you are working on Canva, Canva is going to be showing you some guides and line when this is at the center, when it's not. You can see those lines. You can see all those lines. So work with it. Let's see. Okay, we have the next thing we want to do is to create table of contents. We have to make a space for table of contents. By the time we create a particular template we want to use, all we need to do is to keep duplicating a page, then, so if we want to use the same template as in the previous one, you duplicate that page. So this place is our table of contents. Let me redo this. Let me add heading, table of contents. Gone. So this is our table of contents, essentially. So one thing here is unlike other something like Word, like Microsoft Word, where you can automatically generate your table of content. It's not really like that on Canva. So we are going to come back to this particular, we are going to come back to this table of content. So let's just move ahead. We're going to come back to this and how I try to create one for myself. So then we'll now go to creating our book proper. We'll now go to creating our book proper. So I'm going to be using this particular contents rice salad. So I'm going to be using this particular contents. To be using this particular. What's this? So let's increase the font there also. So now I want to give my book a very nice design. Let me go here. Let me search for magazine. Let me see if sometimes some of these things you might see them under Pro, and this is because I'm using Pro. So I white some, like when you see something like this, that means it's Pro. But if you are using the free version, you might see some free version, and so you can either decide to build your content from a scratch, or you choose some of this, even if you are using the free, let's see. So I want to get a template. I want to get a template that I can use. You can decide to use the template here, or you can decide to use the template here, or you let me open this. This one is even free. This one is free. So let me replace the current page. Okay. So you can decide to even do this thing, build this from a scratch. So once you do this, and then now you work on your content, you can change the fonts, you can see the images, and so what's that? I'm deleting this, putting this here. I can also delete this, or let me move it up, then move this up. So using the template makes your work, but if you already know how to go about all these things, like myself, you simply let me keep this to 25. You can just start building from the scratch. You can just start building from the. So let's copy our content. Okay. So I want to remember we are using Times New Roman. Your font should be unique. Times New Roman size 13. So this can go. This can go. So put it here. And decide to center it anyhow you want to do it, but let's leave it Let's leave it this way. I want to put an image. Let me get this one. Okay. So I can download this image and put it here. Plus, I want to maintain this. So let me get more of my content and add there. Are we following, guys? I don't know. I don't know if am I slow or fast? Then I don't want to have issues with all these line and all this things. I just extend it to the end. So now I normally keep wait, you can also do some other okay, spacing, line spacing. Can do line spacing here. I normally use 1.5. Okay, what happened? That's not what I wanted to do. What happened? What's going on? Okay. 1.5. Okay, let's go ahead and keep building our book. We want to, if we want to use this same template, we can repeat it. If we want to use this same template, we can just simply, let's see how it looks. We can just simply repeat it. Just go and duplicate. We duplicate this. Let's see, let's follow up the content and build it as we go. Let's see. Let's just build the content as we go. Come on, guys, are we sure we'll be able to complete all this book like this? Just decide, since it's a continuation, let me see. Okay. So I can still use this. No, because I want to use the same page templates. Where is that? So this is my ingredients. Yes, so need to delete this image. I have an image I want to put here. Let's upload it. So this, if you want to do this kind of thing, let me delete this. Let me delete this. And you now find out that this is now outside our, margin. Can put it down. Then how do I achieve that? I go back to this place. I go to elements, look for frames. You just type frames. If you see frames, I think no. Is it all? Okay, yeah. You come down here to frames. Add this here. Yes, place it where you want to put it. Then want to add an image inside this frame. Just drag the image and put inside the frame. Do you guys see what I did? Just drag it and put it inside the frame. Are you guys following? So this is, you put here, you can go ahead and do your like, go ahead and complete. Let me not continue, because if I continue, we might not even finish this thing by 10 p.m. But this is basically how I come up with creating my content on Canva. I can either decide to use the already made templates and design it. Don't pick up templates from Canva and start just put it up like that. No, make sure you turn it into something else. Design it to suit whatever you are doing, because it's either you build from a scratch or you use the already made templates on Canva. I want to add more. Okay, let me duplicate some of these pages, because when it comes to table of contents, we can use this thing. So far, guys, we've talked about Canva terms of use. We'll talk about combining Canva elements in your designs, then how to properly add. Okay, I've not gotten to this place. We are talking about a proper book formatting. We're currently discussing a proper book formatting. So this is basically, your contents are ready, but you want to design them on Canva to give it a very nice texture and a very nice, like, make your book look outstanding and look so fine when somebody is flipping through the pages of your book. So this is basically how you start building your content from the scratch, either using templates on Canva, or if you get to the point where you're already an expert, you can then build, like, get your ideas and build your books. So when I mean combining elements, let's use another. Let's say I want to create like, using elements that are already on Canva to create something different, so that my design can be unique. Let me child playing. Let me use something else apart that is different from here. No. graphics. Okay. Should I use this? No, let me use something else. Let me use something else. I'm going to create something with this. I'm going to combine images to, field. It's all about letting your creativity out. It's all about letting your creativity out. Let me see. I duplicated this. Let me check if I can. If there's a way to make that black. What's going on? No one, let me black. Oh, seems network. Wow. I don't know what's going on. I think network is bad. Okay, let's see how this goes. So what should I add here? Are you guys seeing what I'm doing? Okay, let me use this other one. I'm combining elements to give I think this is better. I think this is better. No. So if I group this, I can move. Let's see. Then what else should I add to these two? Let's see. This fits in. No, it doesn't fit into what I want to. want to highlight all this, I group it so that I can move it at the same time. Let's see. No, it doesn't. Right. Well, guys, it seems my creativity is running, but I believe you guys are understanding what I'm doing. This is how you combine elements on Canva to get a unique image. Let's stop here. And once you're done, you can group this so that you can, if you group this, you can move them around simultaneously and place it where you want to place it. And place it where you want to place it. The next thing we want to talk about is, okay, the table of contents, how to create clickable table of contents on Canva. Maybe let's say you want to get this your book as a PDF, download it as PDF where the table of contents is clickable. Like I said earlier on, there is no automatic way to create a table of content. You just have to do it manually. So let me copy. Let me just copy. If you want to copy an article or an element on Canva, just copy. Let's paste this here. One thing is, if you copy it, it's going to still paste it. The exact location is in the other place that you moved it from. So let's see. We'll have to reduce this. Let's say we are building our table of contents. Then say this is chapter 1, rice salad. Let's say this is our chapter 1. Let's move on. This one here. Copy. Go back. So let's see this. So there's a trick I use on Canva. If I want to duplicate, I arrange the first two this thing. Then if I use this particular button, it will keep duplicating them. And let's say I want to repeat the same thing, or so that I can have the same line, the same height and everything. So if I arrange the first two, I'm not going to remove. Let me delete this. Let me do this. I'll do the first one. Then after the first one, I arrange the second one. Then the next thing okay. Let's do this. Let's do it. Then the next thing is start duplicating. It's going to take the same format as the first ones you've done. You can see it's going to arrange it as the first one you've done. So now we want to make this clickable. So we'll first of all check the pages. Let me delete this too. I think it's just check pages. So we can move further. Let me delete this too. So we check the pages where these two are. And let's see. The first one is in page 4, rice salad. Then rice salad ingredient is page 6. So you go here. Let's say you are doing for ebook and not for your paperback where you have to put the page number. Just you want to link you right click on link. You see it's going to pages in this document. You go down to pages in this document. The first one is 4. Click on done. Then you go to the second one, the same thing, click on link. Check the page number of that particular. By now you must have known, I think it's page 6. Then you click on done. Let's export this particular book. If you are going to upload on Amazon, you download as PDF prints. If you are going to upload on Amazon, you download as PDF prints. But for what we are doing, let's download as standard PDF standard. So we can try out this linking and see exactly what it's done. I don't know if well, I'm still going to be talking about page numbering because there are 2 ways you can do this. It's either you do it manually. As you're creating your book, you're adding your page number, or you can do it with personally, I do manually, even if I'm creating 180 pages. All I do is, well, let me show that for page content. Personally, I do manually, but how I make it faster for myself is, let's say my page number always starts at my introduction. It normally starts with my introduction. So let me add this. So I put everything here. Let me put, let's say 1. So I arrange it very well. Yeah, the same. So if I want to, I just copy this, go to the next page where paste it. It will take the same shape. I put the number. I still copy. Go down. Who's looking? So, or once another way you do, but this is personally because there's no other automatic way on Canva to add your page number. This is how I do mine. Or you can also use this website called what's that? Okay, I love PDF to add your page number. But the problem here now is if you use this particular you might not have to. The problem with that I love PDF is going to start from the first page. It's going to start from the first page to do your numbering for you. So maybe what you're going to do after that is that you must have created your table of, like, let's say you are doing for paperback, you must have arranged your table of contents, because all this is, this one you're going to do it manually. There's no automatic way of adding your, like, writing out you put down your page, your this thing, your table of contents, you put them down. Then after you've then labeled your page with this, I love my PDF. Let me remove okay, did we download this? Let's download without. Well, let's download first. Maybe we are going to see double page numbering there. So after you must have then added your page number with I love PDF page numbering too. Then you can now start allocating number to your this thing on your table of contents. You now start writing down the number. You start matching the numbers. So this is another way. But for me, I personally do my, as I'm writing, I am putting my page numbers manually. Let's download this. I'll show you. Then another thing, oh, there's something I wanted to say that I'm forgetting. Was that there's something. Let's show. Yeah, I love pdf.com. You just come to page number, then upload the document, select PDF. Okay. So, okay, first number from, okay. Okay, so that means you can select where to, okay, that's true. You can select where you want your page number to start. You want it to start from first number one, from page what? That's the 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's page 4. From page 4. You can now select the page. I normally start my page 1 from introduction. So depending on what your page, once you upload what your page number is, then you select, add, insert only page number. Yeah, insert only page number, then click on. So you can also select text format and all that here. Then after that, you click on add page number. Let's see. So it has added very fast. Click on download page number. So let's see. Let's open this. So while this is downloading, there's also there's another thing I want to mention. You see, when it comes to professionally formatting your book, on Canva, let your chapters, your introduction and your chapter numbers be on the odd, like on the odd number pages. What do I mean? Like this place now, this is after table of contents, I have my introduction. My introduction should be on, this is page 1, page 2, page 3. So my introduction should either be on page 3 or page 5 instead of this page 4, so that when you are opening this your book, because you're opening from the left-hand side, if you see most of the books, like when you're opening, I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying. When let your chapters be on the odd number, like on the odd number pages, like it can be on number 1, on page 1, page 3, page 5. So even if there's a space before that, you can look for something to put there, maybe an image, or if you're writing a book on self-help and you can add a quote. like this particular one now, this thing, I want it to be on page 5 like this, so that once, if you open this book, it will be the front page of the left-hand side of my book. So I can decide to put an image here. I can decide to put an image here. Then in my chapter 2, okay, let's say this is my chapter 2 is on page 7. Then the next, others can go. The next important chapter that I want to appear on my table of contents will not be also on another even number, not even number, I want to say, should be on another odd number page, not an even number, so that it will be well formatted. Because if you check most of the paperback book, this thing I'm saying is for a book that is paperback. If your book is paperback, but if it's Kindle format, that's okay. It can be anywhere, since you are not numbering the pages. Since you are not numbering the pages. Let's see that book, the one who downloaded. Let's see. Remember we started let the page. Okay, you see, it started from here. Look at this, is the one we added. This is the one that particular I Love PDF added to for us. This is it. This is it. This is the chapter 2. You see, it's even making sense. This is the chapter 3, but if you now see, it's outside the margin. So when you are trying to upload this book, Amazon might try to, if you say it's no blade, it might still be inside the blade. You can see it's numbered, this particular, it's numbered the page. So you can either do it manually, or you can see how this book is even fine. See, with Canva. When your book is colorful like this, let's see. Okay, see, okay, you see our linking of pages worked. I don't know if you guys are really following. If you are following this class, I don't know if you guys are following. You see our linking of the pages work, and the page numbering also worked. So that's basically, I don't know, is there anything we are missing? So whatever it doesn't matter the kind of book you're creating, you can, with Canva, all you need to do is to take your time, go through the this video recording. Because if we go to create all of this, like all the pages in this book, we might not have to finish this class even before 12 a.m. So I've touched the most important things when it comes to using Canva to create your book. You can always use this element section. You can use all this, everything you need. Even if you are not using the pro version, you can still, you can get some elements from the free version of this particular Canva, and still use it to design a very nice book for that you will upload on Amazon. I think somebody asked that linking of page. You can go back and watch the video on how I did linking of pages. The recording will be made available. You can go back to the video and watch how I did that linking of pages. Somebody asks something about what was the question? So if we want to download for our ebook, we will download. If you want to, let's say for an ebook, you download everything as PDF prints. Download as PDF prints. Then if you download as PDF, if you download this book as PDF prints, then that means you have to change this. You have to change using Kindle Crates. You have to change this to KPF. Let's do something here. Let's do something. you have to, using Kindle creates, create new. Create new. So points replica. Well, let me start again. If you download your book as print PDF, print PDF, then you use Kindle Create to convert. Create new, choose print replica, then choose your file. You can see you can choose this as PDF file. Where is it going to be? Should be on downloads, right? Rice salad page number. Let's look on. So this is how it's going to look on Kindle. You preview this, and so this is how it's going to look on Kindle. You can see it's not overlapping at all. But remember, your Kindle, you don't have to do page numbering. So see, it's not overlapping. Everything is just okay. Then after that, since it's in PDF, after that, you just close this and export. It will now go as KPF. This KPF now is now what you are going to upload on your Kindle. It's now what you're going to upload as as your ebook on Amazon. I don't know the person that asked that question if you understood the answer to your question. I think I'm going to unmute. I don't know. Exactly are we? I think, yeah. I think it's time for questions. Let me unmute. You can unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself and ask your question. Instruction.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening. Okay, how to add quotes? Oh, I think I missed that. Yes, good evening.
So once again, thank you very much for the class. It was very enlightening. So I just wanted to ask regarding the Canva Pro and the elements that you spoke about. So if you still get Canva Pro, you must still manipulate the images before you can use them, or can you just use them like that?
Don't use images like that. Manipulate it. Create something else with the images, because you're not the only one using Canva. Do you get the idea? You're not the only one using Canva. There are hundreds of people using Canva. They are seeing the same image you are seeing. The only difference is how you recreate. Canva allows you, like you can see Canva say that using standalone images, you can recreate yours and give it, like make a unique art, which you saw the ones I did, how I was able to turn those pictures to something else.
Yeah.
So don't get, even if you're using Canva Pro, make sure you recreate your image.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Hello?
Ilusa.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello? Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening. Please, one after the other. Well, let me answer this question. He said, Omontayo said, is it possible to add page numbers to the link pages in the table of content? I said it now. If you use the I love PDF to number your pages, that means you now have to. That's why I prefer, if I'm writing, I'm putting my pages. That means you now have to go back to your table of contents on Canva and start putting the page numbers to the other one, to the other this thing. Well, then again, here is the problem using that particular pattern. That means your preliminary pages, your first this thing from your title pages and all those things is going to be different pages. Like it's going to be different work this. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. Honestly, I prefer because that particular one is long process, because you have to now download these pages separately and now use the same I love PDF to merge them together. So I prefer, as I'm writing, I am adding my page numbers. Then so I can also use it once I'm done. I can now add my page numbers to my table of contents, because this other one is a long process. I don't use it. I add my page numbers manually. Please, next question.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, good evening. So I just wanted to ask quickly. Thank you for this class and this space and everything. I want to ask, the features that you use in Canva Pro, like, does it apply to those using smartphones to create their book? Like this KPF, like the KPF converting the PDF print file to Kindle version. Like, can we do all this on the smartphone?
I don't know if there's an phone version of KPF. I'm not. Please, if you are not saying anything, can you please mute yourself? I don't know if there's a phone app for that KPF. You probably have to check if there is. Do you get? But if you are using your, let me check.
I think it's not possible for you to use KPF on smartphone.
It's not possible, right?
Yes, sir.
It's not
But
possible.
is there any way we can download as Microsoft Word from Canva?
You can't download. You can only download it as PDF on Canva. Then use Kindle Create to. But Kindle Create, you can use the website, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know about that, sir.
Okay. No. It's just the laptop application. Just a laptop application. Well, the thing is this. Mostly I do this on the laptop, and I create mostly paperbacks. But if this is not going to the conversion, every other thing will work on your phone aside this converting it to ebook formats. Do you get? But
Yes.
if I'm able to find a way, because honestly right now I'm not sure of how to bring it, like convert from PDF to this to the format, to the Microsoft Word you are saying, without affecting your formatting and everything, and it will be okay for you to
That I'm thinking too, that maybe if you convert from PDF to MS Word.
It's going to affect, if you do it that way, it's going to affect the formatting.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's going to affect the formatting. It's going to affect your formatting. Do you get? But with time, we are still going to find a way. Do you get? You know, you can't know all these things especially when you've not tried them out yourself.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Please answer the question, sir. How to add quotes to the post on Canva?
Okay, how to add quotes? Let me say that theoretically. First of all, let me I have to share my screen again. Let me share my screen. So how I add quotes on Canva is I don't just write the quotes, I design the quotes as image. And I go to this website, I think Brainy Quotes. Yeah, let me use any of the quotes there. So, okay. Let me copy. I don't change the quotes. You don't need to change, you don't need to change anything. No, you don't need to change anything. You just copy it the same way. Copy the same way you saw the quotes on. I use this website, this brainyquotes.com. So I copy it the same way. What's going on? So where is, okay, I copy, including the author, and first paste on Notepad to remove every format. And then I'm going to, my design is 6x9, right? So I'm going to, I can either open a different page to do this. I still do it here, download it. And so I'm going to add my text. What's going on? Okay. So then I'll put inverted comma at the beginning and at the end of this. I think that was how it was written. Then I'll change, I'll put this in italics. I'll put all this in italics. Let me change. I'll put all this in italics. Then so I can now design, put my element and design this. Let's see. So after designing this, I'm going to download this as an image. I'm going to download this. So click here, go to download as JPG image. Go to this, just select just the current page, which is the done, then download. Then I'll place that image. I would, since I highlighted all these things, I'll delete all of this there. It has downloaded, right? Then I will upload this. Then I will upload it as an image. So do you guys understand? You understood what I did, right? This is basically how to like craftily add your quotes to your books. Design it as an image, then add it back to your contents.